Hey artists, we're going to make these amazing gumball machines. Follow along with me and I'll show you all the steps to make your own.
All right, the first thing we're going to do is trace our plate onto our paper, and we need this way up at the top. So just leave like a little finger space. Make sure it's right centered at the top. Use one hand to hold it down and use the other hand to take your marker and trace all the way around your plate. Perfect. There is the top of our gumball machine. I'm going to slide this up. Now on each side, I'm going to draw a line that comes out like this. And we're going to draw the bottom of the gumball machine. So it goes out like that, and then it's going to come down. And then on this side, it's going to come down. We're making like a rectangle shape. And then I'm just going to curve this line over and back up. And then I'm also going to make a little U shape right here. This is like where we'd put the coin in. And I'm going to draw a line here and a straight line here. And then I'm going to bring it down. And then down on this side also. And we're going to have the little turny button, so we're going to make an oval shape. And then this is going to go straight across and straight across. Now to make some line designs on our gumball machine, we're going to think about all the different kind of lines we can make, and you're going to choose what kind of lines you would make. The first thing I'm going to do is just put kind of a U shape going across here to make it look like it's got that curve. And then I'm just going to put my fun lines going across here. So you might want to do a zigzag line. And you can look at a line chart and choose any lines you want. Maybe you're going to do a bumpy line. Maybe you want to do a loopy line. Now I'm going to stop and make sure I don't run into what else I drew right here. And maybe I'll draw a swirly line. And maybe a dash line. And maybe I'll do a polka dot line up here. And once you have this decorated with different lines, then we can move on to the next step. That looks like a really cool gumball machine. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is color in our gumball machine, and we're going to use color pencils. So you can choose any color of color pencil you like and just start coloring in between your lines. So maybe I'll make this section pink. And I'm just going to fill in this area using my pencil and trying to fill in all that white space. Trying to stay in my lines here. And we're just going to use our color pencils to add some pretty different colors on our line designs for our machine. That's looking really nice. Almost done with this section. All right, that pink looks wonderful. And then I might choose, maybe I'll use a gray for this part that I know is metal, where we put the coin to get the gumballs out. So I'm gonna color that in real nice. And then you're just gonna go through and use different colors for different sections until you have your whole gumball machine colored in with different colors. So I might choose orange for the next part, And I'm just gonna go through and color each part in until my gumball machine is all colored in down here on the machine part. All right, now that we've got the whole machine colored in with these cool line designs, we need to draw the table behind our gumball machine. So we're gonna go up into kind of the top part of here, and we're gonna draw across the line like this. Then we pick it up. We don't want to draw on top of this, but we want it to be in the same spot. So we're going to come over here. And now we have the line for our table. And we're just going to carefully, lightly color in the table, whatever color you would like your table to be. And we're going to just keep the background wall back here white. And we're just going to put our table color down here. You might use brown for wood, or maybe a tan color. And you're just going to color your whole table in with the color pencil. Okay, we've got our table colored in. Now I'd like to pick up either a purple colored pencil or a purple colored pencil stick, and we're going to make a shadow. So we're thinking about, if the light is coming from over here, it's going to cast a shadow this way. So we're going to take this and we're going to make a purple line that kind of goes like that. And then we're going to have our shadow come down kind of from here like this. And we're just going to take that purple and make a shadow on the table. And this makes it look more realistic, like there's light shining down and putting a little shadow behind our gumball machine. We don't want a real straight line. We can kind of make it look a little fuzzy by coloring back and forth. But look at that shadow. That looks so realistic. It might come underneath a little bit out here too. So we can go underneath our gumball machine and over to the side here. And look at that, we have a great shadow behind our machine. And now we get to do the most fun part yet, which is going to be adding the gumballs. Okay, to add our gumballs, we're going to be using these dot markers. Now, we want to use the light colors first, because if we put the light color on top of a dark color, it'll get onto the marker tip, and we don't want that. So I'm going to start with like a light color like yellow. And you don't want to push too hard because you don't want these to leak everywhere. But I'm going to fill this with some yellow gumballs, and I want to stay inside of the container. Okay, there's some yellow ones. Now I'm going to close this container, make sure it's on tight, put it back, and I can get a different color and add some more gumballs. And we're going to fill this up so it looks like the gumball machine is just oh so full of yummy, different flavor gum. So we're gentle. We're trying not to put them on top of each other. Put the lid on tight and get out a different color. And we're just going to fill this up with our gumballs. I'm making sure that I don't push too hard, and I never squeeze. If you squeeze these, they will leak everywhere. Okay, there's some red ones. Now you can see here if the two colors touch that it might kind of leak a little bit, and that's why we want to use the light colors first, because we don't want to get these really messed up. Here's a darker red. I might put a couple of these on here. That's kind of a cool color. Here's like a turquoise blue. So now I'm just trying to find spaces that I can put some more gumballs. I'm being careful. I'm not just smacking the paper around. I'm going through and being real careful and finding a spot that they'll fit. Maybe I'll do, let's see, here's some green. Might add some green ones. Whoop. And maybe I'll get some blue. And maybe some purple. And mine's really almost full, so I am about done. Just maybe looking for a few little spots that I can fit an extra gumball in, and then this thing is going to be finished and it looks amazing. I do want to add a pink one in. Maybe a pink one there, here. All right, I think my gumball machine is nice and full. And now look at this art, it looks so cool. We have our line design gumball machine with the realistic shadow, and then we have our machine filled with gumballs. I cannot wait to see the gumball machine that you create.